Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
We go for first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 280. Check 53. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
25, check 25, check 25. Check left.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cohen, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half.
Motion.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you. Smooth.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Earl Thomas in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Protein spill.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Now Saquon Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Where? Listen. Hey, 0. Get ready.
To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check out,
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 Runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
What? Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Slam. I'll go special.
Wilson to throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on the football. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
6-6, pull it high. 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Be ready.
Now Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen got a man open. It's Ross. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, check 24.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike, Mike 5-4. Right there.
This time Wilson will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
Wilson pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double dog, that's the way. Pass 85,
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, tight. Hey, Echo. He's crazy. He's checking crap.
Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, here's Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
51.
They run again with Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Pass 85. Pass 85.
On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
56. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Twist on travel.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard pickup.
They try again with Cohen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way down. They've got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson stays on his, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Wilson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. All day, every day. 55 Mike, God, 55. Let's go, defense. Go. Man up, D.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Watch out.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Allen's throw is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Alert, 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 alert! Recon, 132 fighter.
This is Breida on the draw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, Barkley. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards, and the Jets will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, 0, 0, 0. You don't want none.
Here's Wilson, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Check. Check 13. Hey, alert.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Barkley fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson throwing on third and long. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Seam 6.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.